Morning, soul family. Alrighty then, Liger and I are going to work together with you. My little chicken, after repeatedly waking me up for dinner, is sleeping like a log. So this one, beautiful one, he's going to be here. Look at his beautiful coat. Isn't he just incredible? You are so majestic, Liger. A Liger, mystical, magical creature. Yeah. Shy, ginormous, incredibly shy, very protective of me, but very scared of the world. Yeah, I love him. Okay. He's doing some self-cleaning. Good. That's good. I'd like to hear that. For who he represents. I had amazing dreams last night. I don't know about you guys. Oh my, mine were sexual. Remember I told you I was going to use this clove bud on my twin when I did massage oil, and boy, he liked that message, and it was sexual. It was a trip. I saw a lot of different things happening, actually. I saw the king and queen writing down what they wanted. Both of them saying what it is that they wanted. So there were words being, putting down on paper, and it was like, okay, information is being shared. Ooh, doors being shut. Doors being shut. I like that. Because when one door shuts, that means another door opens. This is the last of our Reiki incense. Song playing. I'm going to love you like I'm going to lose you. I woke up and you were gone, tears in my eyes. Woke up and you were back. And I realized we're not promised forever. I'm going to love you like I'm going to lose you. All right. Today I heard the Oracle of the Shapeshifters. Because that's what's been going on. There's been a lot of shapeshifting going on. Today I want to just focus on what is the future holding for us? What is it looking like for, what day is this? I don't even know what day this is. Let me go look. I have no idea. Well, okay, how can I find out what day it is? Isn't that funny? I have no freaking clue what day it is. Well, I can't look at my calendar on my wall if I don't know what day it is. That doesn't help me. I know it's close to the weekend. It might be Friday. If it's Saturday, oh my God. There's one thing that's really good news for me and for everyone else is it's calm out there. There's a little bit of haze in the air and there's no wind. So that's really, really good for the firefighters. Really, really good. So all of us that have been working, energy workers, pulling the winds away from the houses and asking for the winds to go down, I've been blowing them out to sea. So keep it up. Hey, we need a little bit of music, don't we? Why is it only you I'm thinking of? I love this song. My shadow's dancing alone without you for the first time. Isn't this a pretty song? You tell me the things that you regret, and if I'm being honest, I ain't over you yet. Is it alright? I'm asking, is it too late to ask? People are starting to talk, or question at least. The thought is the first step, right? As soon as you get it into your head and you start asking that question out loud to yourself, then you start moving things in motion. The first thought is you. And then in your head, but when you speak it out loud, if you speak it to a friend, then you've stated it to the universe and you've spoken it out loud and the universe is now moving in unison with you. Check it out. I brought my little mermaid in. She's riding on the tail of my large cat. Isn't that funny? She's riding on his ass. She's on his ass. Speak up. Speak up, big kitty. You're a big kitty and you're not speaking. How funny. Someone said to me yesterday, actually it wasn't just one person, it was several people. They're like, I see you in Flagstaff. I'm like, wow, that's interesting because, that's close to Sedona, but it's got the trees and the snow. I can see that. And then somebody else said to me, you're moving close. You're moving, but it's very close to where you are. And I'm like, am I moving to Menifee, to a trailer? I don't know. I see myself moving towards Sedona area. I really do. So, but sometimes, we make a stop. Right? We don't do everything all at once. Maybe it's just an idea, it's a plan. It's like, I want to go to Hawaii next year. I don't know why that came out of my mind. Well, I know why. Because somebody in my dream watched somebody that they know, and they were leaving to Hawaii. And I thought to myself, I love Maui. I used to go every year when I was a kid growing up. We went for a month. No, we didn't. What am I saying? We went 3 weeks to Maui and 3 weeks to Oahu. I told you my dad was very wealthy. and I hated it. I liked it the first couple of times, and then I was a teenager, and I just wanted to stay and hang out with my friends. And so I stayed. Why am I getting prickles in my hands? I'm getting prickles in my hands right now. So this time I stayed, and I asked my dad, could I stay home? And he said yes. And I stayed with him. And my girlfriend and I went to Palm Springs for spring break. My mom would have flipped out if she had known. And when she found out, when she got back, she did flip out. I was 16 years old, and we drove, and we stayed in a hotel, and her boyfriend and my boyfriend showed up. Oh my God, nothing. I did nothing. I was like such a good girl. I didn't have sex with anybody before marriage. I was a good girl. She did, and I was horrified. Of course, my parents never found out about that until years later, and he was the person I married. Telling you, I'm very, very honorable. But, wow, why did that come up? Oh, because I saw Palm Springs as well. And I thought, that's interesting. Palm Springs. Correct neutrality on all levels. What is it that is going to be for our future? What's coming up in our near future? What is it that you need us to know? And why do you want us to talk through this deck? Where have you been hiding? I've never seen you out. Are you hiding from me? Somewhere in the crowd. How could you live in the same area and never run into somebody? I guess it's not time. I am not a victim. No, I am not. I love this card. All right, here's the deal. Where have you been? All of my life. This is an awesome song. Okay, this says, I've been everywhere, babe, looking for you. I've been everywhere, babe, looking for you. Where you been all my life? Why is my throat like this? Excuse me, let me just take a drink of my power water. I got a frog in my throat. It needs to be cleared. Weird. Oh, thank you for letting me do that. Okay, so I am no victim. So here's the deal. You see red standing here. And remember the grumpy red fairy? That's her hair, right? That's the one that says, I don't give a shit what you think about me. This is how I wear my hair. This is my attitude. This is where I'm going. This is what I'm doing. I am standing in my own personal power. My wolf stands behind me. But here's the deal. I know who you are. I know that you've been hunting me. I have been bullied, I have been attacked, and I have been hunted by you, but I am no longer the hunted. I see you. I see you for who you are. I've recognized the truth of who you are, and now I watch you. I am now the observer. I'm not going to hunt you back. Look at me, I stand here unafraid. I'm proud of who I am. I've faced my monsters, and my familiar, my shapeshifter, my mystic, my beautiful wolf is by my side, and I'm going to walk my path. I'm no longer the innocent one that I was before. It's like that song, you know, you've took me through the fire. I had to learn how to stand on my own, but now I have, and I hope you're down on your knees praying. I hope your soul, you're looking for your soul somewhere. So this one is saying that she's found her voice. She's found her life. She has said that I'm no longer going to do what others tell me to do. I'm not going to be a victim. Forget that. I am not a victim. I am here. I survived. I will never give up to the ones who are chasing after me. I stand in the open, strong. I'm not afraid of you. I know who's got my back. Look at my wolf has got my back. Wolf mates for life. The wolf pack is behind me. And when you see did you see my banner picture? I like that this came up actually, because look at my banner picture. This is the one that was hunted. And you would think that maybe this is the one that was hunted, right? Wrong. This is the hunter coming out that showed themselves as pure and light, showed themselves as an angel or someone coming from the light, and they are absolutely evil in darkness. And here's the one that was portrayed as the darker one, but this is the innocent one. And do you know what's interesting is this is the alpha female. This is the one that stands behind this one's back. So in this case, this would be a man that has been hunted, and there's the female that stands at his back. Do you know that the alpha female right here is not cowering? She's not hiding under her wolf mate. She is going to his neck, protecting his neck in defense of him. Because they stand united. They mate for life. Dead, soon you will see the phoenix rise. And then I gave the song, which is, I'm going to tell you the song. Now look at this person. Imagine this as yourself, as a girl, or as a man. We won't just survive. This is us. I changed the words to we instead of I. You will see us thrive. Can't write our story. We're beyond the archetype. We won't just conform, no matter how you shake our core, because our roots, they run deep. O ye of so little faith, don't doubt it, don't doubt it. Victory is in our veins. We know it, and we will not negotiate. We will fight. We will fight it. We will transform because we are shapeshifters. When the fire is at our feet again and the vultures all start circling, they're whispering, you're out of time, but still we rise. This is no mistake, no accident. When you think the final nail is in, think again. Don't be surprised. We will still rise. We must stay conscious through the madness and chaos. Remember I said yesterday, put a stake through that coffin, but it's not your coffin. It's the empty coffin. It's them. It's the past. O ye of little faith, we must stay conscious through the madness and chaos. So we call upon our angels and they say to us, O ye of so little faith, don't doubt it, don't doubt it. Victory is in your veins. You know it, and you will not negotiate. Just fight it, and be transformed. Because when the fire's at our feet again and the vultures start circling and they're whispering, you're out of time, but still we rise. This is no mistake, no accident. When you think the final nail is in, think again. Don't be surprised, we will rise. Don't doubt it, don't doubt it. Oh, you know it, still rise. Just fight it, don't be surprised, we will still rise. Bam! Bam! We will not be a victim. So at one time you were mistreated, right? It's true. And you pulled back and you hid and you retreated. And that's the truth. You did. You pulled away. You hid away from what was going on, but not anymore because you've become strong. Just like the song says, I have become strong again. I have come through the fire. I had to learn to stand on my own, but I did it. I did it without you. And now that you're strong, you are able to take the experiences that you went through and you're able to put them in your armor. You're able to put them in your shield. You're able to put them in your tool belt. That's a gift. The hunter gave you that gift because everything that we go through makes us stronger. So maybe now for you, remember I told you my grandson for Christmas, he got self-defense classes. Maybe that's something you want to do. If there's somebody that's literally bullying you, take a self-defense class. Ask for that. Exercise. Get yourself strong. Right? They're talking about protecting put sentinels at your corners. I'll show you what I have. This is a Japanese food dog. It stands guard. It's an intention. Here, I've got organite filled with crystals. It stands, that's an entry point. The other one here, I've got on my door Archangel Michael's wings. No one, and there's intention behind this. Michael doesn't let anyone in this door. And right outside, I've got another one right there. I've got them at my corners of my bed too. And the crystals, they all mean something. They're all very, very powerful. So you can do that. You can put protection up, whatever the protection is that you need. Sorry, the light's kind of off. It's kind of a bummer, but you know what? That kind of gives it that foggy, mystical look, right? So on an energetic level, this is about you taking responsibility for yourself and doing what you need to do to stay protected, to keep your thoughts and defenses up, to keep your, like the song that I read to you guys, that's the kind of music you want to listen to. You want to listen to Pink's Fucking Perfect. If you ever think you're less than fucking perfect, think again. You want to think of self-affirming songs. You want to sing self-affirming songs. You want to state things in a positive way, self-affirming manner. Okay? You're not going to allow people back in once they've brutalized you. Once they have shown their face, don't let them back. The coffin, it's lying there. You don't want to be in that coffin. You want to put a stake through that coffin and it's empty. It's over. It's done. That karmic tie is over. Whether this is family, whether this is a religious group, whether this is a friendship, whether this is a job, whatever it is, once they have violated you, do not let them step back in because then you become their victim. Yesterday we spoke of the narcissistic one. We spoke of the carnivorous fairy who could represent all of the people or situations that I just spoke about. So now you're standing and you're facing them and you're not going to allow that. You're maintaining, protecting, and securing and readjusting your boundaries. You're the one that's responsible. It's your life. So take a stand because right now it's time to be firm and decisive. There's no backing down. Look at her. This is you. Can you not see yourself standing there? You're not alone. Your wolf is at your back. Someone stands with you. You do not face this alone. If it was just you and this one, together you fight off the ones who came against you. There's two. Two are stronger than one. And in this mist, in the trees behind you, right now what you're seeing is an empty forest with no leaves on the trees. It's just dark and cold. These are shapeshifters. These are angels standing guard. Don't you realize that? Those are shapeshifters. They are very, very powerful. They've been here for hundreds of years, these ones that are standing here on the earth behind you. The angels shapeshift. They're all around you. You are not alone. 3. I kept getting 3 yesterday. Did you see the triangle that formed yesterday on the deck when I was trying to do the cards and they were fighting me and it formed into a 3? That's the triune. Self, higher self, and spirit, or 2 partners and spirit. It's an aligning. It's also coming full circle and completion. You have chosen to complete this cycle. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. You're stronger than you think you are. You can do anything you set your mind to. You tell yourself that. I am whole, perfect, powerful, strong. Whole, harmonious, perfect, powerful, strong, loving. Whatever you need to say to yourself, you need to pump yourself up. You need to pump yourself up. I am a winner. I am a winner. I take control of my life. I am an action, not a reaction. I choose how my life is going to go. I'm not going to wait for somebody to make the choice for me. Even if I have, I've changed my mind. I've made a different decision now. Now it's time to take control. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality on all levels. God, my dream was amazing last night. Actually, I had what? 3 dreams? 3. They were amazing. I like connecting with that lucidly. I miss that. It'd be funner if it was in person, though. Little wolf girl. Okay, so here you are. The first one, you were not a victim, and now you're saying, I'm alone. I'm alone. I'm alone right now. Well, you know what? It's okay to be alone. You can stand on your own 2 freaking feet. Because as I said, look who's behind you, the shapeshifters. You're not really alone. You are not alone. You're strong. We have to stand alone on our own 2 feet first. It's important that we get to a place where we recognize that we have the ability to do this. We have to be strong. There you are under the full moon in this dark, creepy forest, you think. But I look at it and I don't know. I don't feel that way. I look at that and I see beauty. I see solitude that you've chosen. You're very gentle. You're very loving. This is your sanctuary. So Spirit says right now you're changing, and your changes are very empowering, but at first they make you feel this way, right? You're walking away. You took a stand against those people, and you were strong because remember yesterday we said sometimes a fight or sometimes a situation makes you get to the place where you stand, but then once you've made your decision and you stood and you've walked away, then you're like, oh my God, now here you are. I've made my stand, and now I'm alone. I'm not with them. Right? So right now, maybe you're feeling vulnerable and a little bit open and exposed. But right now, Spirit is saying you need to wear a symbol. Remember I told you, I took my symbol off and I gave it to my twin. That's his lapis. And it's got the moonstone, so he's not alone. And I put it on that hematite, and it's pointing right at him. It's giving him the strength. So right now, Spirit is saying right now, you maybe need to get a talisman of your own, and you need to put it on. I was told yesterday, remember when I spoke, I said that I heard rose quartz, and that was my call. I was to put our soulmate stone on, and the soulmate pendant. And in this, I've got rhodochrosite, which helps with paranoia. I'm not paranoid, but I'm wearing it for my twin and I. So it helps with feelings of nervousness, right? Quartz crystal, clear, which is what we put our intention on. It's got ruby, it's got garnet, it's got amethyst for calming. It's got rose quartz, which is the highest stone for unconditional love. And it's got the 2 hearts joined together. I was meant to wear this, so I'm wearing this for us. So for you, she's wearing a symbol as well. So what is it that you need to do right now? Wear a symbol of what you are becoming right now, what it is that you wish to change in. This is going to be your talisman. So you need to go somewhere and you need to choose this by yourself. Maybe it's going to be something new. As I said, when I got this deck, this is the very first card that I got, and I was going through a really difficult time, and I was on my own. My twin wasn't here. And this was the one I chose. I walked in, and literally I went to choose a pendulum to work with, and I saw it lying like this, and I said, could I see the lapis pendulum? The lapis charm or whatever I called it. And she said, oh, lapis and moonstone? And I thought, oh my God, you've got to be kidding me. Because of course the moonstone that's my stone, right? I've got my lapis and my moonstone. That's representing my twin, the cat, and me. And so this is what I got. And I wore it. That was my talisman. But right now my twin needs it. Because he's standing on his own too. And he needs that strength. So for you, what is it, could it be for you that you need to go and get as a talisman? It means something. It's a symbol of who you are becoming, the strength. This one, she's wearing a wolf's tooth. She's part of the wolf pack. This is a wolf. A song, I've been running with the wolves to get to you. I've been running with the wolves, right? So now she's left the wolves and she's taken, or he has taken a wolf's tooth. I've left that wolf pack. I'm on my own now. So I've been through it. I've gone through it. I've become part of that. I know now how to survive on my own, but I'm no longer part of that group. I've pulled away from that group. I stand alone and by myself, and it's okay. I'm changing. I'm able to change on my own, and I don't have to be influenced by others. You're changing too as well right now. So when you think about the different things that change shape, you think of trees, eucalyptus trees, they peel, the bark peels, right? Trees, bark peels off. You think of snakes and lizards and chameleons, they shed their skin. You think of spiders, do you know they completely shed their skin as well? Have you ever watched a spider shed its skin? Trippy! But they do. And you're free of what was once too small for you, and you've grown. You can no longer hold on to that shape that you held. So now you're freeing yourself of that which was too constrictive for you, and you're moving forward. This is about freeing yourself for moving forward into your future. And it's difficult, it's challenging, absolutely. It's something new. But you're going to be connecting with new people. You're going to be connecting with new energy. And you're going to be getting energy from sources that you didn't before because you're reaching forward. You're going to be achieving great things. But it only happens when you allow yourself to change. Yes, you've left the pack. Don't go running back to it. Wear a symbol. They hunted you. They bit into you. And you've become part of them. You're wild now. But you're going to wear that tooth around your neck as a reminder. And right now, other people are going to see the changes in you, and it's going to be like, holy shit, what's going on with this person? But you need to stay safe while you are allowing these changes to take place, while you nurture yourself and you grow strong. Oh, I want you to see the color. This color is amazing. Oh my gosh. I put up a new bird feeder. I scared him away, but I put up a new bird feeder, and it's very, very busy as well. I'll be taking it with me when I go. So the hummingbird, you all know by now, the hummingbird will accomplish what others may think is impossible, but it's also what you may think is impossible. So here you are. You will accomplish what feels challenging to you. They don't think you can do it. You're changing in front of them. They don't recognize you. They don't think you can accomplish it, but you are going to accomplish it. You're not only going to accomplish it, it's going to be magnificent. It's going to be magnificent. Yesterday, remember the leap of faith? The guy was stepping through, and your best friend was standing on a freaking gold mine. It's the golden path. You put your foot through in that direction, you're changing. You need to be with your one. You need to be with the one that was guarding you. You need to be with the one who's going to be at your back, your best friend. You need to be with your soul family. You need to be safe from where you have been, away from who you have been associating with, because you're changing in ways that they will never understand, and you don't need their disapproval. There are going to be some that support you, but many will disapprove of what you're doing. But you don't care. You don't need their approval. You don't need their flattery. You need a true friend, a real friend. You don't need plastic. Keep being yourself. People are going to say that you're a rebel. That you're a rebel for fun now. You're a rebel for the right reasons. You don't need approval. You don't need people to tell you that you are amazing and this, that, the other. You just need to be true to yourself. Woo! Your original can't be replaced. If you only knew what the future holds. After a hurricane comes a rainbow. Maybe a reason why all the doors had closed, so you could open one that leads you to the perfect road. Like a lightning bolt. Your heart will grow. And when it's time, you'll know. You've got to ignite the light and live and let it shine. Just own the night, like this one. Own the night, like a fire comes to life, because you're a fucking firework. You're amazing. You've always been amazing. You just forgot who you were. Prickles in my hands. You're remembering. You're reawakening. You're remembering whatever it is that you went through caused you to go back to sleep a little bit, but you're coming back through, and you're strong. The changes that you have made. Your true self is coming back, and you're going to reveal that. It's going to feel so natural in time. It's going to feel so right. You know you're on the right path. Spirit says, don't worry, just keep going. And the most important company is your own. So maybe you feel isolated from your family. I've been isolated from my family, but I have soul family. And I know Spirit's on my side. And then, as I said, you're not going to be alone. This is just how you're standing right now. This is what you're feeling right now. But it's very important that you stand there like that. Very, very important that you stand like that with your feet. Spirit says you get stronger by yourselves and then you come together. I guess we're using this deck the whole way. I thought we were going to be using the deck, a different deck, but I have to kind of feel it, as I go. This will be the last message because these are long messages. Woo! What is the most important? What is happening? What's happening in our future? One more. Oh wow! I just got a message. I just got a message. I have a different deck that I'm supposed to work with. Wow! Here we are again. I'm gonna give you this one, and then I'm gonna go. 2 kittens. You're holding 2 things in your hand, and you can't hold on to them both. One has to go. You need to make a decision. What's your decision? You're worried. Is it the jobs? Is it a relation? 2 different people that you're holding on to. People that you feel responsible for. You love them both. I'm worried if I let this one go, you won't be loved, you won't be taken care of, but you're wrong. They will find their own way. This one is the one that you're meant to be with. You love them both, but you're in love with the other. You have to be with the one that you're in love with. One is your soulmate. The other one, they're both probably are soulmates, but one is your soulmate that you're meant to be with, and the other one is not meant to be with you. It could be 2 different jobs. It could be 2 different cities that you want to move to. It could literally be 2 different animals that you want to adopt. We've been over this a million times, but right now there's pain being caused. There's pain being caused. I hear the song right now, I Can Make Your Hands Clap. I've got this. I told you I got 2 princes before me. And you've got to make a choice, right? You feel bad for one. You feel like the other one's, what's going to happen to them if you're not there to care for them. But the truth is, it's not your responsibility. You can't go in 2 directions. It's hurting. It's hurting you. It's hurting them. You have to make a choice. And you're having trouble making the decision. They both have good qualities, right? They both have things that you like about them. they both have flaws that you don't like about them. Whether this is a person, a situation, a job, a school, pets, whatever it is, right? Put this in. You'll understand what it is. You need to make the choice without feeling guilty. The one that you leave behind, you keep thinking that you're leaving behind one, you're abandoning that one, and that they're not going to be okay, they won't be cared for, but Spirit says that's not true. They will be. You're feeling guilty. You're not to feel guilty. There is a solution to an impossible situation. So Spirit says you need to put the one out of your mind that you're worried about and focus on the one that you care about. The one that you leave behind is not going to be angry. And even if they are angry at first, it'll pass. You can't do both things. You need to test. This is a test Spirit's got in front of you. You're being asked to make the test. Sometimes we have to make a choice before the choice is in front of us. But right now, there's a challenge. It's very, very difficult. It could just be friends that want your attention. They want you with them. It could be 2 groups of people. It could be, I don't know what it is for you. But one thing is, its rightful place is not with you. The universe sends you message after message and lets you know who it is or what it is. But you're the one that needs to make the choice, because right now, you staying where you're at, this place of passivity, passive-aggressive behavior this is. You think that you're being kind, but you're not. You're hurting. You're hurting. You're causing pain for everyone, and you're the one that's responsible because you're the one that needs to make the choice. So you need to get clear, get calm, and the decision is going to come. Could be moving to 2 different cities. It could be 2 different jobs. It could be 2 different people. It could be friendships. I don't know who it is for you. I'm going to go get the deck. Interesting. Hope the winds of change will change your mind. I can give 1,000 reasons why. You've got to make it on their own. So somebody doesn't want somebody to make a choice. Somebody doesn't want the other to decide. We can just hang out here. We can just be this way. But in the truth of the matter is you're not going to be moving forward on your soul's path if you stay with the one. One will lead you on your soul's path. The other will not.
So that's the easiest for me. My choice is, are you going to go choose it's going to take you to the light, or is it going to take you more towards the dark, away from your path? Because my decision is easy. I go to where the light is, where my path is strong. Whoever supports my path, whatever supports my path, that's where I go. What is this in the regards to? Can this help? Can we get some help from this? Wow. This is interesting. It's called Embrace the Dark. Now this is really interesting to me. You see this one, Cloaked in Darkness. So I read this, I'm going to read the card. It looks as though this one is dark and this one is light, but it's not. We got that yesterday about the dark and the light. Sometimes what looks good does not come from the light, and darkness does not bring about the badness. Do you understand what I'm saying? Sometimes it's not what it appears to be. Right now, I'm going to read this card in two different ways, okay? Because right now, this one appears to be a darker one. And this one is an angel of light. But in all reality, you're cloaking yourself in the darkness. You don't want to be seen. You're leaving this one that's all lit up in the background here. This one's portrayed themselves as an angel of light, and they are not. They are very darkness itself. They are the carnivorous fairy, and you are trying to get away from them in the forest. And you may go at night. You may go in the dead of night. You may cloak yourself. That's why you need to embrace the dark. Escape where you won't be seen. Here you've got your fairies cheering you on. There's the golden path. The golden path. Escape. This is the path you followed. Now, you can look at it in the reverse. Are you following after darkness? The path is lit up ahead of you. The darkness is standing tall in front of you, but you're not recognizing it. Way off in the distance, you see the light. Follow the light. Follow the light. Go after the light. The fairy is saying, go back, you're going into the darkness. Right? Think about it. There's two different things that are happening here. Pay attention to your higher self. Pay attention to your intuition. Also, we want to talk about embracing the dark. Sometimes things are not black and white. We've been taught that things are either dark or they're light, right? But it isn't always that way. It's either negative or positive, but it isn't always that way. You've been taught that good brings good, bad is bad. It's wrong to have anger, feelings of anger or dislike or fear. This is the darkness in you. This is why the song, if you've ever think of yourself as anything less than perfect, think again. This person sees themselves as dark, but they're not dark. My twin said to me, I'm half Anunnaki. He believed that. And maybe in a way, it might be the truth, but he's seraphim. He's an angel of light, and he doesn't even see himself that way. So this is not the truth. Everything happens for a reason. Love, you can love someone and put love out and bring about very, very bad things. Bad things can happen from that. And out of hate and angry things, very beautiful things can be born. Actually, it's strange how love can come from destruction, right? The fires burn down. That is the death and the rebirth. Then love comes from that. There's lessons things that we've done, things that we've been in our darkness. We've done negative things, but they've taught us about ourselves, and we've learned. There are people that have murdered others, and they've come to the light and realized who they were, and have completely turned their lives around. Who was it? Apostle Paul? He was a murderer. He was a horrible person, and he was blind. Was it Paul? I can't remember. It was Paul. Was blinded on the road and by the angel and completely changed his life. I've done terrible things. If you knew who I was, you would never allow me in your life. Maybe this one is saying to this one, I look at you. You're an angel of light, and I am nothing but darkness. If you knew who I was, you would never accept me. You're wrong, this one says. You're wrong because you don't see who you are. As you flee, you leave a trail of gold dust behind you. You've cloaked yourself in darkness. You think that you're the darkness itself. You think that you're a vampire, but you're not. Look at the trail of gold that follows you as you leave. Don't leave. She's calling out, come back. Come back. Come back to us. Come back to yourself and recognize the truth of who you are. Embrace the shadow within you. We all have the shadows. You're just so good that you focus only on the darkness in yourself. You beat yourself up because you expect so much for yourself. You expect that you need to be perfect, and you're not, and no one is. You're far too hard on yourself. Spirit is much more forgiving than you are to yourself. We all have to have dark. have darkness, because if the sky wasn't dark, we wouldn't be able to see those brilliant stars. I'm bending over backwards just to be clearer. My breath fogged up the glass, drew in her face, and I left. See? No better reason to rid yourself of the vanities and just go with the seasons. Right? This person has been looking down far too long. This one. They've now realized, wow, I've been walking. Remember I said I'm walking with my head down. That's so strange, because in that dream 3.5 years ago, I was walking with my twin through the Rainforest Cafe, but I was the one that was walking with my head down. I was walking with my head down because at that time I didn't feel that I was worthy. And I've now recognized that I am worthy and I deserve the best. And now maybe you've gone through the dark night of the soul and you have recognized, shit, man, I am worthy. I do deserve this. I'm going to drop this cloak of darkness and I'm going to recognize I've got gold shining from me. Remember my best friend stepping through the vortex? Your best friend is standing on a gold mine. My best friend was standing on a gold mine because my best friend thinks he's dark, but he's not. He's filled with gold. You have kept yourself away from society, from people, from yourself, from what you deserve because you didn't think you were good enough, but you are. We all have darkness. We've all done things. We all can be forgiven, but mostly we need to forgive ourselves. Wow, I knew this message needed to come. I didn't know this was the one that was coming, but this deck, I heard, you need to pull this out. I'm looking at my wolf in the forest, standing there. And the little wolf girl, there's the two kittens. There's the two kittens. The dark. Now this could be the dark one that you're fleeing from. Maybe this is you, and you're leaving this behind. And as you go, you leave a trail of gold dust behind you because you're going into the light. You're following your intuition. And this one, this is the vampire that's been blood-sucking your energy. Very beautiful. Long dark hair, gorgeous woman or man. Very, very beautiful, but vampire. I'm leaving and I'm going towards the light. I'm going to be guided. Spirit will show me the right path to take. It will be my choice, but I will go. So many different messages in this. Have a beautiful day, you guys.